All right, Jason Rona here. We're at the 2017 Roar Fuel Off-Road Nationals. Obviously, one of our favorite races of the year, if not our most favorite. We're here down in the pits. Been a busy couple days here. We've had mixed conditions. The weather's rolled in. It's been just a really difficult race here so far for the racers, just trying to adjust. But the track crew's been on top of things. They got us back up and rolling today for qualifying, and we're excited to see how things kind of pan out. As always, we like to kind of bring a few new products out to the events, and this year's no exception. I guess we'll start here is with a brand new Truggy tire. We got the Triple Ds, which is probably one of our most requested tires we've had for a long time. For several years now, we've been basically going with a one tire type program in the Truggy class with the Reflex. Of course, we do make two tires, but people always seem to settle on the Reflex, but including last year when we won the Nationals with it. So it's been a great tire, but if anything, people have wanted and asked us for the Triple Ds, which has been a real successful buggy tire for us. And a lot of things we did here, which was direct input from probably Ryan Maifield, probably the most. He's probably the guy that is probably the most experienced in the Truggy class, and the guy that seems to really always test the limits. And what he was really after here was he loved the performance of the Reflex, obviously with the win last year at the Nats. But weight is a big thing in Truggy. They've altered the rules for this year, so things are a little different. And what we wanted to do was, first of all, make a Triple D style tread pattern for Truggy, and that was important. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to open it up a little bit too with the tread and make it so that we had a really lightweight tire. That's something that in these trucks, in certain conditions where there's high grip, sometimes they're a little boggy. And the Truggies always need more power, especially at the highest level. Weight is a big thing, and with this tire, we really concentrated on the carcass itself, kind of thinning it down, making it as lightweight as possible. We spread the tread out a little bit more, eliminating a little bit of tread so we could get a little bit lighter weight out of the tire itself. And we got an open center, just like our buggy Triple D, so it's got great forward bite and forward traction. And I think that this is something that people that are really hardcore Truggy racers are really going to appreciate. Of course, what we have here is the ones I'm holding. These are blue compound, one of the more popular compounds that people select at different events. But we'll have these available in blue, green, and then our long wear stuff like R2. So I think what you'll see this is in probably 3 or at the most maybe 4 compounds, and the Triple D will probably be a definite favorite at a lot of upcoming Truggy events. And we got it mounted here, of course, on the 4.0 Truggy wheel, which is kind of the industry standard, and then our Dirt Tech insert, which we've fills out the tire really nicely. So that's the Truggy Triple D. We'll move over to the buggy tire here. What we brought is the Stalker tire, which he calls kind of a grown-up version of the Reflex. And the Reflex has been so successful for us in buggy, like it has with the truck class. And what this is just kind of a grown-up version. We increase the size of the pins all the way around. We tried to keep a nice moderate spacing in the pins. We have some nice bracing in between the pins. And really what this is for, the goal here was for tracks where we really like the Reflex in performance, that we wanted to have an option for a really long race where you didn't want to go all the way to our Detox tire. The Detox has been so great for us for the long mains where you need the extra wear of the Detox, and especially long wear compounds. But what we wanted to do is have this tire as sort of the one that you can go to if you really like the way the Reflex is performing, but you need something for a little longer abrasive track. Then you have that with the Stalker. And of course, this is again what we talked about, the popular compounds: blue, green, even black, and then R2, O2, long wear type compounds. So the Stalker is something that we've been working on for quite a while. but we wanted to debut here at the Nationals in case we get in a situation where we need it. Maybe if the weather turns around, it's bright, sunny, maybe we get into the long main events where it's 60 minutes. You could maybe see us really turning to something like this later in the weekend. So moving on from there, what we have here in front of us is the tire balancer. We're in the tire business here, and one of the things that the racers like to do is balance the tires. And, it's I'd say Spencer Rivkin was probably behind this more than anybody. He is a kind of an avid tire balancer, and he really was pushing us to make something that was for all the different classes, something he could bring out. And he really is a firm believer in having the balanced truggy, buggy, and 10-scale tires. It's something he uses. So what we did is we made a few prototype versions. This is our one of our 2 prototypes we gave to Spencer. He's been using this now for about 5 or 6 months. So we wanted to get it to him and just let him use it for quite a while and see if he was still in favor of how it worked. So essentially here, with all tire balancers, probably the critical part is that you have really nice free spinning bearings. There's a lot of guys, when we got this in, Paul Wynn really made sure that the bearings spun really free. Sometimes they take the seals out, they'll blow out the grease, make so the bearings are really free, and then that's when you're going to get the best performance from the balancer. So this thing is assembled right now in an upright position, which is where you would typically set up to balance. We have it set up to do an 8-scale type tire, and we'll show you how to do that. But we have the components here to also balance the 10-scale tire. So not only is this really user-friendly for the buggy class, you can see here how we would get a nice fit with the buggy tire on here, but also when you go with a truggy, the truggy will fit right on here, and then you can balance the truggy as well. Then we switch up, we change the pieces here, and then right away you can throw a 10-scale buggy on here, no problem, and you're good to go for all the different classes. This thing, we pull this locking screw out of here, unthread it, the whole thing folds down really nice and neat, and this piece will unscrew, so you have a really nice compact unit that will fit just about anywhere in your travel gear. It's lightweight, and it's got a nice appealing look, of course, but in the end it's about the performance, and that's what we kind of settled on here for the design. So this is something I think you'll see a lot of our drivers use. It's already been popular in the pits. The drivers really seem to like it, and they're always looking for something that can help them with the performance, and balancing tires really is one of those things. Maifield hasn't always been the biggest believer in the balanced tires, but recently at the Nitro Challenge he did some balancing for the main there, won that race, and maybe he'll turn into a believer here sooner or later. But especially Spencer, Ryan Cavallari, a lot of these guys out there I see really are very particular about this, and so far this has been a great new product for us. So we'll set this to the side. You'll see that arriving very soon. Like we said, Spencer's been testing that for about 5 or 6 months, and so we're pretty good to go. Our production's really close on having those packaged and ready to go. Another thing we wanted to bring here, bring everybody's attention, is we have a lot of car stands. It's something that we really like to build multiple versions of, because it's kind of a fun, it's kind of like a body, but it's a kind of a fun item to have in the pits. And we made this year we made a Ryan Maifield a special edition RM car stand. And Ryan is, believe it or not, he's a little particular about what he likes about these car stands, the height, how easy is it to hold on to when you're wrenching and spinning things around. We got a nice decal application here from Stick It One Racing. We sent this over kind of last minute. The guys over at Stick It One delivered for us and put some nice decals on here for Ryan, so he could have the nice pop-in look of the RM edition car stand. So you can see these things are really sturdy, even in this material. They're really lightweight because they're hollow on the inside. So when you're packing, guys will pack these in their gear. they put stuff inside. So it's really, that's what's kind of nice about these things, is they work well, and they travel well. So one thing that Ryan kind of wanted when he was talking about these stands is he likes them, and it's another item that Paul Wynn really kind of gets behind, is he likes to be able to grab these car stands. So many of the designs we make, sometimes they look cool or they're fancy or whatever, but at the end of the day, both Ryan and Paul, they could agree on the fact that they wanted to hold this thing from the side. So it was kind of important to have a little, kind of the upright sides here, and an area where they can firmly hold this thing. And you might think this is kind of a little thing, but when you put a big 8-scale heavy car on here and you want to move it around, it is kind of nice to be able to hold onto it firmly. And that was one of the things that we were asked for from those guys. But other than that, it's just kind of a pretty nice looking item here to have in the pits at the Nationals. It's these guys perform at a high level. We like to make sure that they look good while they're doing it, and certainly Ryan's one of those guys, and it was just something nice to have here in the pits. But if we ever we're looking for some input on this, if people are interested in actually getting a RM type car stand, let us know. We haven't decided if we're going to produce this guy or not, but we certainly will if people want to support Ryan in his racing and like to represent RM. And maybe, who knows, if your initials are also RM, this might work out well for you. So anyway, those are the kind of the items we brought here at the Roar Nationals, hoping for some success this weekend. The Triple Ds for Truggy, the Stalkers for the Buggy. We got the tire balancer, of course, and then we got the RM Edition car stand. We appreciate everybody staying tuned here with us at JConcepts. We've been working on our coverage here this weekend. The whole crew here. We got Thomas Tran, JR Mitch down here, not to mention all of our drivers. It's loaded here this weekend, and we really appreciate everybody staying tuned with us, checking us out, and good luck, and we'll see you at the races.